Most people get a Bamboo Lab printer, set it up, and use the app. That's it. Done. And honestly, that works fine. The handy app is good, the cloud integration is seamless, and there is nothing wrong with it. But I kept thinking, what if I had a better screen, right next to the printer, always on, showing me exactly what's happening in real time without having to unlock my phone and wait for a camera feed to load? So I tried to build one. 3 times. The first attempt was a 2.H TFT LCD shield stacked on top of an Arduino Uno R3. The plan was simple. Get live printer data straight over the network, display it on the screen, and done. I've seen this kind of thing with the ESP32 project called X-Touch, and I wanted something similar, but from scratch. Getting the screen to work took longer than it should have. The library install hung in the Arduino IDE, then it couldn't find the port, then the touch coordinates were completely inverted, so tapping one corner put the circle in the opposite corner. The usual Arduino stuff. But eventually, it worked. The screen lit up, touch was responding, and I'd built a little macOS-style desk controller, traffic light dots in the menu bar, frosted glass panels, and the Tahoe color pattern. It looked genuinely great. And then I tried to upload a new sketch to the Arduino and it just stopped showing up on any computer, any cable, any port. The chip had died. The screen still powered on, the UI still sitting there, frozen on whatever it last displayed. But no new code was going on and the whole project was dead in the water. So I pivoted. I already had a Raspberry Pi 4B sitting around. Why not use that as the brains instead? The plan was, Pi runs the Python script, Arduino plugs into the Pi via USB and drives the screen and the button send commands back over serial. Getting SSH working on the Pi took over an hour. Wrong host names, wrong passwords, a Pi that turned out to eventually have no SD card in it. It wasn't the Pi, it wasn't the cables. The Arduino itself was the problem. So, no Arduino, no dedicated controller, but I still wanted a screen. And then I remembered I had an iPod Touch 6th generation in a drawer somewhere. An iPod Touch has a browser. It can connect to Wi-Fi, load a web page. If I built the dashboard as a local web app instead of an Arduino sketch, it would just work. No microcontroller, no serial communication, no custom hardware at all. Just a device that already exists pointed at a URL. That became the actual project. The P1S communicates over MQTT, a lightweight messaging protocol that Bamboo uses to push real-time telemetry from the printer. Temperatures, print progress, fan speed, AMS spool status, current layer, and time remaining. All of it streaming out multiple times per second. Normally, that data goes straight to Bamboo's cloud. Your phone connects to their cloud and everything goes through the middle. But the printer also exposes a local MQTT port directly on the network, port 8883. Encrypted, requires credentials, but those credentials are available from right within Bamboo Studio. Once you have them, you can then subscribe to the printer's data stream directly, locally, no cloud in the loop. And this isn't a subscription that costs money, it's just a simple one that makes it work. On the back end, I'm running a Node.js server with Express. It subscribes to the printer's MQTT topic, passes the incoming JSON, and keeps the latest printer state in memory. When a browser requests the dashboard, the server hands it straight over. Nozzle temp, bed temp, progress, AMS colors, everything. The front end is a single HTML page. No build step, no framework. It fetches from the local server every few seconds and updates. Dark background, green accents, clean typography, the Bamboo aesthetic, more or less. The AMS section was the most satisfying part. The telemetry includes the filament color and material type for each slot, so I render that directly. 4 color-coded spools labeled with the material active slot highlighted. When the printer swaps mid-print, the display updates automatically. The progress is a percentage with a bar underneath it. Time remaining comes straight from the printer's own estimate. Bamboo bakes it into the G-code at slice time and counts it down in the telemetry. I don't have to calculate a thing. The iPod Touch sits in a small printed stand on the printer. It's permanently on the dashboard's page, the screen stays on. I went through a dead Arduino, a Pi that couldn't see it, and the answer was just to build a web page. And sometimes the boring solution is the correct one. Thanks for watching.